Hello guys, welcome back. Okay, like I promised, in 1 week, yes, we are doing it. Okay, this tutorial I'm going to show you guys how to set up a character selection menu, how to go in between different characters. Okay, I have two characters here. One is this fat guy, and the second one is this guy. So I've already made my player's profile, so if you have not, go and do yours. So let me delete this here. So to save some time, I've already created an empty scene shop. Okay, here's the scene. I placed my first character here, and here is my second character also. Put all of them in the same place. So I deactivated the second one. Okay, so you can put, also I created the canvas panel, and here's what I did. Okay, I added some coin that will display our coin, the back button, the previous and next, and the previous button, and then the select button. I have two buttons here. One is the select button, the other one is the buy button. Now if we have already bought our player, this buy button will not show, rather we will have this select button. So that's basically it. Also, you can take your time and design your UI as you want, but this is the basic things I'll be working with in this tutorial. Okay, so let's go over to our script. Let's create an empty game object first. And also I added this sky boss. Yeah, let's call this menu. You can call it anything you want, like just menu. Let me call this menu also. I don't think I'll be needing any of this now, so I'll have a public. Let's give it an integer. Okay, then let's create an integer. Let's 0, 0, 1, 2. The first character is going to be 0, the second one is going to be 1. So we are going to increment our character index. Now we say if character index is greater than or equals to, you need a game object that is going to house all our characters. You can have more than 2 characters, but I just said to make it 2 here just to show you guys the basic deal, how it works. Let's call these characters. You can also do this for motor racing, bike racing, this appears to any form of game that you have to switch between characters, or person, weapon, and the rest of them. You now say characters.length. You now say if the character index is greater than the character.length overboard, then you say else. If character index is -1, that's it. So we'll make a for loop. Say for I is length is less than this should be another int loop, another if statement. Sorry, rather you say if I character dot set active to true, then if it's not, you say characters dot set active to false. So that's how you do it right there. So let's go back. Hopefully no errors. We have an error, does not contain a single set active. Oh, this should have the okay, that's it. That's our empty game object. I thought we created an empty game object. Yeah, so let's drag it. So let's drag our layers here. Let's drag it on down menu, then drag the first one. Okay, let's shape you have 2 characters only. If you have more than that, you can, and there you go. So if you go back to your scene right now, everything is supposed to, oh, it's not going to work because you have not assigned our buttons. So let's go to our buttons, next button, and the previous button. Let's drag in our menu here. Right there. So the next button, where is this change character? We're going to give it 1, of course, it's there automatically. And then this, oh, I already brought that in. Equally this 2, where is it? -1, yeah, it's going to be, the next button is going to be 1, this one is going to be -1. In case yours has 0 and 0, so try and change that to 1 and -1. So when you press the play button now, let's see, this is the idle animation, and of course, yeah, your players, make sure you set your animation for them. You don't need this character controller in this menu, so but you just need the animation to be playing. Understand? If you have any other animation that you want it to be playing in this particular menu, selection menu, you can use it, but this is the idle menu we are using, so you can go ahead and maybe get someone dancing or flipping, anyone. You can have different animation for both of them, for each of them, but I decided to give both of them different animation. So that's it. That's done for the character selection. You see how easy and simple it is. So in case you didn't watch my player save video, you should probably go and watch it. So we'll continue. I already made the link is going to be below. Okay, let's go to over to our menu. We'll be needing some things. We needing a public text to be our coin text, and we're needing cost text also. So we need to text, and this is going to be the cost of our player, and this is going to be our total cost. You know what? We don't need this. Okay. So I should handle this context. You should handle it in our player save, yeah. And then we'll have something like probably coins dot, and then it's our coins right there. So let's go back to our menu. So we have this text. Cost text is going to be the text of because of our characters. I'm going to create a game object of public game object select button, then just call it by and select. So what you will do in your start function here, make it void start. We are going to set our buy, and then buy should be false because the first one should be unlocked. The price is supposed to be 0, so that's why it should be. Then we have show player info. This is going to check whether the player is bot or not bot. So let's quickly create. They have a temporary string. Now we say if play is not equals to 0. Okay, before we continue, quick one. Okay, let me just get this also, we don't get any errors. So here in our player state, we are going to set the prices of our characters now. So the first one, of course, is going to be 0. Okay, I have 2 characters, so the first one is going to be 0, which is going to be unlocked. Nothing. The second one, let's set the price of the second one to let's see, $300, $300, something like that. So now what we are going to be doing here now is, if we buy any character, okay, let's try and buy a character. Let's jump like that. We back. Let's call it character cost. Thus we're getting the cost of each characters now and imputing it in our character ID index here. Total coins. Instant.coin. Is it coins or coin? Yeah, coins. So if we have more than enough coins, then that's what we might should save. So well, let's keep this art commented for now. It's successfully done. Then we set the buy dot set active. That's it. We select it to then else probably have something like a pop-up. Do you want to buy okay, you don't have enough coins, so let's just say warning. Yeah, you can call it anything. So I'm just trying to speed this up. So we'll create a void. Let me try and give you guys what's before here after we save. Before we save here, we are going to set this to 0. Now if we buy the character, then of course we have unlocked the character, so we make it 0. So it means that the price of the character will now be 0. What you're going to do here, you say if player save dot instant on character cost, if it's not equals to 0, then we do this. To the buy button should be set active. Now you now say the cost test. Is it cost test? Yeah, the cost, we are assigning it to it. Then so it's going to display that particular cost there, and that cost there, remember we assign the cost to our player save data character cost, which is this. Our character cost, which is the ones we assigned in our here, right here. So okay, so it will be loaded in our stats once the game starts. So if you have already bought the character previously, of course it's still going to tell us that we've already bought it previously to avoid your players getting mad after buying characters and still showing them that they should buy it again. Of course, the buy button should be set active to the cost text. The cost nothing will be there. So what again do we need? Okay, we need the buy, the select function, because we've forgotten the buy. So let's get the select function. Okay, just those two, I think. Yeah, just those two. So now once you click select, you have to check again. Yeah, and my ID cost 0. Understand? If it's not equals to 0, right, then you are going to no, if it's equals to 0, that should be my mistake. If it's equals, we are going to get our GI manager. I don't have this function here. It's ready. Let's just call it ready, okay? And then let's make it integer. Okay, let's make it our character index. So I'm transferring it back to our GI manager ready. So let's go here and let's create before our play button, let's create a ready. That's it. So this right here is going to receive our, let's call it index, and then we're going to create a function. Let's call it, we are going to do. Okay, we have to go and character index. We have to go and make an integer. Yeah. So let's come down here. Okay. Okay, we have to Once we now select this, then we have to load this. But of course, the scene, the main scene. So of course, before you use this, you have to management. So, and of course, let's also have a back button. So going back to our GUI manager here. This the whole time trying to figure out where did I go wrong with my code. Beautiful, no errors. So context. So let's grab our context and put it there. Okay. So we need to go back to our main screen script here. Main script started. So cost test. Okay, we need to create, before that we need to create another kind of cost the price of our let's leave it at that. So this will be our cost text. So let's go back here and assign our cost text. We also need to bring in our buy and our select. Then for our close button, let's our close button, here is it, exit button. Okay, that's it. So okay, this text should be set active at start. So let's go back to our main. Now we are going to create a player spawner script. So let's create a script. Let's call it player spawner. We are going to then let's do this in their wake. Okay, say so we're not making any changes. Okay, that's it. Well, accessible. Okay, probably we made it private, of course. Okay, now let's test out our game. Now we just need a kind of reference to our shop, our menu, anyone you call it. So let's go back to our let's duplicate this. Let's call this shop. It's from our GUI manager script. So let's create that down here. Let's write somewhere around here. So we'll make a public void scene, right? And we need the scene manager. Okay, it's already here. Oh, wonderful. So let's drag and drop that. Let's change. Okay, it's in play button. We don't want play button, we want shop. Where's shop? Shop button. And of course our scene here is shop. So build so silly. So let's build our game from here. Okay, let's give it 600. Okay, let's go back to our menu. Okay, for some reason okay, it's here. Let's take this. Okay, this should be main. It's in main, and then your GUI manager. Since it's in another scene, when we load, it get destroyed. So put it at destroy game object. If instance is not equals to this, don't destroy on load. So I think that's it. Other than that, we are cool. So when we press the select button, it gets the ready and then loads the main scene for us. Let's check it out. Okay, we have it here, right here. You see that's the price, 300. Select 300. So let's try and buy. Okay, we'll work on this text here. We'll work on that. Let's work on that. I'll try buy. If okay, after you must have bought your player equals to 0. After you must have set it active, everything first. Try and let's update, okay, show player info. Okay, since we didn't save it, we commented it out, so it's still going to show here. The reason why it's still showing us by is because once you remove this, it's going to restore. So that's why I commented it out. So let's try and buy. You can see that we have bought this character right now. So let's press select. Okay, what is he saying? I have an error in menu 61. What's my error again? Just ready character image. Okay, let's go from the let's go from the main, so that's where your game loads, understand? And then you go to shop. Let's buy this character. You can see the GUI manager here is not destroyed, so when we press select, it's going to work. And you see that's our character. And now when you now press play, then we move. So and it seems like I have not done anything to my second character, so let's do that. So bring in your second character here. So let's add some stuff to him. So that's why he's not moving. So let's copy component, character motor. Go here and controllers here. See the animator. So let's drag in. Yeah. So that's also let's see. So that's it. It's going to work and it's going to move just fine. And here is your player spawner script, so make sure you put that in. Okay, so once you press play, your game should be moving very well. Okay, you can see that. So we have our player clone here. So thank you guys for sitting out and enjoying this wonderful tutorial. So that's it for this series. Thank you. Subscribe and then I'll see you in the comment section.